Here we are in Sussex this morning. We're in the parking lot of the Superstore. The folks at the Superstore are gracious enough to allow us to park here, and we're going to use the Trail 3409, which runs right past the front of the Superstore. It starts up over the hill here. We'll see where the trailhead is in a minute. But first we're going to go over and get some gas, top up the Honda, and then we're going to go over to Tim Hortons and get some grab a coffee before we head out. It's a gorgeous day. It's early in the morning. What we're going to do is we're just going to go out on the trail and spend most of the time on 3409, and then do a little bit of exploring here and there. If you like this video, you can always click subscribe to my channel. Down here on the lower right hand corner of the screen you'll see a little red icon. Just click on that and you subscribe. That way you'll catch every video I put out. And if you like that, press the like button and share. Best way to get my videos around is to have people share it for me. So far the channel is growing, and we're doing pretty good with it actually. So I hope you enjoy this one. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is get into the parking lot here. In order to be able to travel on the streets, we have to obey all traffic regulations, of course, have our insurance and our registration up to date. We have to use hand signals if we don't have ordinary signals. So we'll stop for gas. Just top the gas tank up. Okay, we got some gas, and let's get on our way. The other thing I forgot to mention about being allowed on a public highway is those vehicles that are equipped with seat belts must use them. And of course, we have a trail pass. Stop at the red light here. Okay, we can go. Another red light. The trail here through town is clearly marked. We come to these lights, we have to turn left and go up and turn into the Walmart parking lot. And that's about as far as we're allowed to go. The management at the mall don't really want the ATVs in their parking lots. So we'll go up to the Walmart, park there, and just a short little walk over to Tim Hortons. Seems like we're getting all the red lights today. There's Tim Hortons. There's the mall. Okay, here we go. There's a sign here for the ATVs. We have to turn right here. That'll take us into the Walmart parking lot. So we'll just park here. So we're back from Tim Hortons. It's a quick little walk over that way. But I thought I'd just stop here for a second and show you what's here. We got the liquor stores right there. Another grocery store, Sobeys. Lawton's Drug Store and Canadian Tire. And Mark's Warehouse. And way over off in the distance there's a bunch of fast food places. Smitty's Restaurant, and beyond Smitty's Restaurant on the other side of that, you can't see from here, is the New Brunswick Cannabis Store. And of course there's the Walmart. Okay, let's get on our way. You can see a sign of the ATVs to the right. That's going to take us back over to the Superstore. And we're going to turn left at these lights. Here we go, we're going past Kent's now, and there's the signs there for the trail. And here's the beginning where the trailhead is on the Sussex trail. It's 3409. There's the signage on the trailhead. It's use trails at your own risk. Sussex Valley all-terrain. And this is private property, so please don't litter, pick up your garbage, and don't make a mess. We take a lot of pride in the landowners here in Sussex who allow us to use their trails and their property. So let's just respect that. There's a nice panoramic shot of the highway coming into Sussex. We're just panning around here a wee bit. See the valley. This is the area we just come from. So way down there is the town of Sussex. And you can just barely see the Superstore area where we just left. Here's just a little friendly reminder for us to respect the landowner's property and stay on the trail. Beautiful to see these farmers' fields as they're turning green and getting the ground dug up for this year's planting. There's a bridge here coming up. Oh, a little Beaver Dam. Looks like it must have been broken to let the water out. And here we're coming on to the intersection, Marshall Hill Road. Turn left here. This road is a pretty steep hill. I went down that hill one time in the winter time with a vehicle, and I did about 360-degree turns going down there. I just held on. And of course it is a vehicle highway as well. Another beautiful little dairy farm. Cork Road and Marshall Hill Road. Marshall Hill continues on down that way, and the Cork Road goes in here. My brother bought property up here in Cork Road quite some time ago, back in the 70s, 1970s. He was pretty well one of the first ones on the road to build. He had a little shack up there, him and his wife. Unfortunately, he passed away 20 years ago, and I think his son still owns some of the property up here. But as we go up, I'll show you where he lives. Right there. This is the end of the Cork Road area, and the trail begins up through these barricades. 3409 south. Yeah, I just had to stop for a minute, but we just came in this way from this trail, and trail continues on there. Way off in the distance, you'll see the potash mine. Beautiful view up from up here. The leaves are just starting to come out. Trails here, you have to think how much work goes into getting the trails like this. The volunteers from the club is incredible, and those that run the club, they go out and they talk to the landowners. They deal with the town of Sussex to allow the vehicles on the streets. There's so much work that goes involved that people just don't realize what a privilege it is to be able to get out here and run on these trails. There's a nice little hill here. Oh, another little pond. Oh, it sure looks quite deep. Well, there's been some work done along this part of the trail. See where the bulldozer has come in and leveled things off. The club has a contractor with some heavy equipment, and we use him quite regularly to come in and clean up the trails, repair washouts, that sort of thing. They do a good job, that's for sure. Here's a nice section of the trail, just all solid hardwoods. We're up on top of Vinegar Hill, it's called. This will be pretty when the leaves come out, and then it'll be really pretty in the fall when the leaves turn. Yeah, I just had to check my phone. Check the phone with the Quad NB trail map on it, And I realize I've taken a wrong turn up here. There was a directional arrow, but they must have shifted over the winter because it went straight ahead. And obviously I took the wrong trail. I haven't gone very far. But we'll go back up here and I'll show you where it went. Yeah, so here's that intersection where I turned the wrong way. There's that arrow, and it's more or less pointing right in the woods there, so I'm not sure. Oh, here comes a couple on a little bike. I guess I am on the right track now. I think we're getting pretty close to the intersection of Highway 111 that goes to St. Martin's in a place called Jeffrey's Corner. I see some houses and things off in the distance, so I think we're just about there. Bridge here across. Okay, this is the Highway 111. Sussex is off that way, and St. Martin's is this way. Where we're headed now is up Listed Settlement Road. It's in this way. Okay, let's go. Yeah, there's the sign there, 3409, straight ahead. So there's Markhamville Road, and the trail 3489 goes up this way. Here we are, we're coming up onto another intersection. 3414 goes that way, and 3409 continues on straight ahead. There's some blueberry fields up in there, and we got to make sure we don't travel on the blueberry fields because the tires will break down the plants and it'll kill the plants, and it'll really reduce the yield coming from the blueberries over here. So let's just stay on the trails. Here we're coming up to an intersection here. 3409 goes off to the left, and 3410 goes to the right. So we're going down here for 3410. A little bridge here. There is a detour we might have to take to get around the Crowbrook Bridge. I think it comes up off of here somewhere. We'll just keep an eye open for some signs. This is a bit of the 3410 trail. Uphill has been recently bulldozed out here as well. Even on the hottest day in the summertime, you can be down here and there's enough shade from the trees. It's cool in the woods. Just makes for a real pleasurable trip in the summertime. Yeah, so we stopped at this little, have a little picnic site here. There's a fireplace over there. Those might want a little fire later on. Stopped in here and had a little snack. Here's some water running over in that direction. I think there's a small waterfall over there, so let's take a little walk over there and have a look. Yeah, this is a nice little spot here. Good spot to have a little break, a little lunch. Okay, let's leave this little picnic site now and get back onto the trail. Got another bridge coming up. This is a little stream, we just seen the falls. Oh, here's that detour I talked about earlier. It goes to 3401 to the right, and it's going to take us around the washed out bridge at Crow Brook. We'll just take our time through here. It's a little bit rough and rocky, but I think it's clear all the way through. Yeah, here we are coming up to the intersection of this trail, 3401, and we're coming up to 3410. That's where the bridge is down there. So I took a detour, but I was on the other side of the detour. Oh well, I'll head back and yeah, we'll go up 10 for a while. Back towards the Dares. There's some trees that we had to move earlier this year, falling across the trail. Lots more all along here that have blown over. This is what keeps us busy in the spring, is clearing up all these windfalls. There's more. We get a good crew out here and make a lot of we make a lot of adjustments during the day, flagging hazard areas and picking up brush and cutting the trees that are falling across. It's all good. Yeah, here's an intersection here, Trail 3410 or 18. Goes out that way towards Adair's, and on the left here is 3402. We're going to go up there and get back onto 3409 eventually and start making our way back. Yeah, so right now we're just kind of cruising on 3402. It connects up to 3409 here up ahead of base, and then that should take us on to Plastic Palace. We're still on 3402. It's a little narrower, a few rocks and a little bit of water here. We've gone about 50 kilometers so far. There's a little bit of a beaver dam there. Beaver must have been at work, but it's not dammed up.
little tight through, a little bit tight here. This area was closed actually not too long ago. There was some problems in here with some washouts. Water's pretty deep here. Another little puddle. There we go. Cute little stream. Up ahead here's an intersection. I think it's 3409. Yeah, and 3402 heads on to the east, and 3409 is going to go north. So that's what we're looking for, is 3409. Head north, and we'll pick it up this way. That's a nice smoother road, this one. Coming up onto an intersection. I think that's the intersection of 3409 and 3401 at Crystal Palace, or Plastic Palace. Oh boy, we got a whole crew here. We didn't stop today. A bunch of boys having fun. if anybody's ever wondered how Plastic Palace got its name, way back, I got my first ATV in 1999, and so it was around that time, 2000. We came up through here, me and a few buddies, and the Plastic Palace, what it was and still is, an ATV, or a snowmobile shelter. And what it was then, it was a bunch of 2x4s and whatever structures. It was all wrapped up in plastic, clear plastic, and that's what it was used for, just a shelter to keep guys out of the storm and the wind, a place to sit and relax and get warm. And so that was a name given to it. And obviously now it's a full-sized wooden structure for a shelter. But it kept the name Plastic Palace. Here's where we come in this morning. We come in from 3409 coming this way, and we went in this way down to 3410 and back around. So we just done a big circle. Now we're heading back out to 3409, back to Sussex and the Superstore parking lot. Here's a little cabin up on the hill. Boy, what a view he's got from here. And we're still on 3409. We're heading back to Vinegar Hill actually right now. This is the area this morning where I took the wrong turn, went the wrong way. With this freshly bulldozed road going up a hill like this, it's a little bit wet in spots. You really got to make sure you have your machine in four-wheel drive. If not, you get in those mud puddles. It would just tear big trenches into the surface of the road. This hill's a lot steeper than it looks. I'm in second gear, and I'm only doing 13 kilometers, but you hear the engine's revving up pretty high, and it's working. Here we are, we're on top of Vinegar Hill, and this is a site. We had a picnic shelter here. Had a nice little roof over it, shelter. There was a garbage can here. Folks would come up here, come in here and stop, have a lunch, some refreshments or whatever. Beautiful little spot. This is private property. You know, you can take a dump in the woods, you know, if you have to, but it's another thing to take a dump on somebody's woodpile. So the club removed the shelter, and we don't have anything now. Got a sign up here that says you are on camera, please take your garbage home. So yeah, you got to take your garbage home. Don't leave your beer bottles and pop bottles and food waste laying around the trails. This is private property, and most of the trails are private property, and we have to respect the landowner's wishes. It's cleaned up now. We'll move on down the hill. There's a nice view there now, a farm, all the hay all laid out for the cows. This is the trail we're supposed to take this morning, but I kind of missed it because that's the intersection up there where we came this morning. That's the Quirk Road going that way, and that's Marshall Hill Road going this way. We came up there and turned right. But somehow I missed the exit into this bit of a side trail that takes us on up to Quirk Road. Here's a bit of a hill. I can idle it in second gear and you can hear that engine holding us all back. I'm not using any brakes. The first gear would even go slower. Here's a cute little bridge. Yeah, so when I came in here this morning, I was looking for this fence, and I was wondering why I didn't see it. I had remember going through here before, and I just missed it. Okay, we're going to turn right here now. The ATV trail comes off Marshall Hill, goes in this way. Here we are coming back into Sussex. Quiet little town. Now here's the gate with the trailhead. Again, just kind of slow things down a bit and sneak through here. I think they're only 72 inches wide. I'm 50 inches, so there's lots of room. And that's the Brown's farm. This is it's called Brown's Farms. We're back to the superstore. There's the truck. Today. We had some fun, did a little sightseeing, seen some nice trails. Didn't see any wildlife today. It was kind of a disappointment. I almost stopped a couple times, went for a little fish, but
not today. I'll save that for another day when I got more time, just to go for a fish. But anyway, thanks for coming along. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Share it. I love those comments again.